Hey guys, I said earlier I would show you a couple tricks for doing sort of a Texas style barbecue. Here at the lake, great day to be barbecuing. As you can see, it's beautiful out. The rain is coming sideways in buckets, but I'm actually, it isn't a bad day to be doing this. It's not super hot. So on the grill, I've got a pork shoulder. So this is a boneless pork shoulder. It's quite affordable. It's a good cut to use for this. This piece here is probably about $18 or $20. What I've done here is I've turned on this side of the barbecue, and I've got some wood chips going on it. This one's on medium because I was finding there wasn't quite enough heat at just the one side to get this going. And then this side is off, and so it's sort of using the heat from this side to circulate in the barbecue and roast on this side. So you can see this guy's doing quite well. It's starting to render on the bottom. I might end up having to flip him, and I'll turn him around, but roasting like this with a piece that big is probably going to take about 2 hours. So I'll check in a few more minutes and give you the play-by-play here. So while the pork is roasting, I've prepped some veggies. I have two bowls here. This one is little portobello mushrooms and eggplant. And this one here is peppers, asparagus, and zucchini. These ones, you'd be amazed at how much oil they soak up, so you almost have to brush it on. I was kind of tossing as I added it, which is super important. And then this one over here, I actually used a salad dressing, like a store-bought Greek salad dressing. Late cooking is not the same as like in school cooking. Definitely take some shortcuts. Store-bought salad dressings are a quick, easy marinade for roasting and grilling vegetables. So I cranked the barbecue just to finish the pork, and then we'll switch this up, and these will go on, and the pork will come off. Okay folks, so these have been on, or this has been on for about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer. You can see it's starting to crisp up. I was trying to get some little crackling lines on top. That didn't work super well, but it is getting really nice color. The wood chips got used pretty well. So it was quite smoky in here for a bit, so it should have a nice smoky flavor. But that looks pretty good. I'm actually going to let that finish on here, but I did crank this side. Sorry, this is not the world's best barbecue. But this side here I've got really hot. Now if you want to get good marks on veggies, or grilling anything basically, it's really important you have it cranked, very hot. Some barbecues, get hotter than others. But on this one you really got to turn it way up. So I'm just going to grab the veggies. So I've got the eggplant. I'm going to put those on. If you find that your grill sticks really badly, it's a good idea to try seasoning it. So that's maybe scraping it really well, putting some oil on it, and then letting it cook for a bit. If you grill a lot of meat without, sweet, sugary barbecue sauces, your barbecue shouldn't stick too bad. But when you start, say you did like barbecue chicken with like sugary stuff, or some kind of glaze on things, you'll find that you really do need to clean your grill and get it back to zero, get it back to normal. So this is on high, and I think partly it's the weather. It's just so windy. This grill's not that hot, but I'm going to close the lid and see how that goes. You can hear how windy it is out here. Okay. So I'm going to put these on, I'm going to close the lid, I'm going to stop it right here. We'll come back in a sec and see how they're doing. So here's the roast. It's been resting for a bit, probably 10 minutes. And one thing I should definitely note here is how important that is. I did have a taste, I snagged a little bit off the edge. But for a piece of meat this big, I know when we do chicken breasts and things like that in class, and I suggest resting them for 5 minutes before you slice them. When you get them to bigger roasts, it's even more important and it's longer. So this one I'll probably give another 10 minutes to. If it does cool down at all, you can always, once you've sliced it, just pop the platter in the oven for just a minute and it should be good. Okay, so this is a few minutes of cooking with the top down. Definitely necessary today. Getting a little bit of color on the asparagus. Peppers are starting to look good. I'm just going to flip them over. Now this little bit of char right here, that's a good thing. You want a little bit of char on these. Makes it definitely look grilled, and it's going to be full of flavor. Maybe that's a little bit too much char. That one's not too bad. Oh, I'm going to eat that one. And the zucchinis. So everything kind of takes a different amount of heat. Those were almost, crispy, and I'll just peel the black off a few of them. But these, they could even use a little bit of more heat. And it's also the position. They're right at the front of the grill. Now the mushrooms look good. The eggplant looked really good. And one thing, if you want the nice marks, those nice lines, don't move things all over the place all the time. Kind of stick with nice hot grill, find a spot, mark them, let them get some marks, and then flip them over. But maybe try to check them often. These three, could have checked those a little bit earlier, but this all looks really good.